the Dirt Shed Show!
It's the Dirt Shed Show!
Let's get to it, Neil.
Welcome to this week's Dirt Shed Show. We're talking about some of the toughest mountain bike races in the world.
We're talking about cross-country world championships.
Some cool new tech.
And do you listen to music whilst you go out mountain biking?
Let's get to it.
Way! One of the biggest mountain bike events in the calendar has got to be the Red Bull Rampage. Riders really throw themselves off cliff and put everything on the line. Last year we saw some horrendous crashes, and this year it has been announced it's actually coming back to the stage, but there have been some changes made.
Yes, they've moved the zone over to the other side of the valley, so fresh new lines for everyone. It's going to be much more old school Rampage, less wooden obstacles. They're enforcing a day off so the riders get fully rested. And we're offering more money for the riders' crew to help out with digging, and the prize purse is now $150,000.
That's a lot of money, but riders are really putting their lives on the line, aren't they? And it's going to be one interesting event, so tune in October to find out more. Neil, I know that you're a big fan of this one, and you even said to me that you fancy doing it yourself. Tell me about this Tour Divide.
Yeah, it's an ultra endurance mountain bike race from Banff in Alberta down to New Mexico. It's absolutely mental. An English guy called Michael has just won it. He's beat the record, did it in 13 days. Let me see, well, just under 14 days basically. Absolutely nailed it. It's unbelievable. Resting for sort of 90 minutes tops, sleeping. It's a crazy race. Guy Martin, the motorcycle racer, has just finished it as well in a really respectable time. So I'm super impressed, just riding across the wilderness.
And you're saying 20,000 meters of vertical ascent.
Something like that,
as well.
Yeah. It's absolutely huge race, and fair play to them. There's a really cool interview with Michael on Bikepackers magazine. I would definitely check that out. Fails of the week, check this out.
We've got one compilation for you guys.
Oh, God! Holy smokes, some of those crashes were massive. Hope you're all okay.
Last week we were out on the trails and we had a little bit of a discussion, didn't we?
Almost an argument.
Almost an argument. Almost came to Neil getting it a little bit, but you know.
Have a look.
Going high is overrated.
What? It's the best by far.
No, you want to keep it low. You want to keep it low, scrub that speed coming into it, really get down slope and just accelerate into the next section.
Don't agree.
Look at Aaron Gwynn.
Who?
You don't know him?
Think about Brendan Fairclough.
Yeah, I mean, he looks awesome. He gets the best pictures for sure, but come on. He's not won a World Cup this year, and that's what counts.
Who wants to win World Cups? I think going higher, whipping out, it's way more stylish.
I don't disagree with you, but it's stylish to look fast as well.
You scared of heights or something?
Definitely not, but let's let the viewers decide, high or low.
The 25 lucky people who've won Lesign GPS computers are up on the screen now. Read them out, Scott.
There's a lot of them.
Well done to everybody there. You'll be getting emails to confirm that. And you can still enter this week's Rotor Power Meter Cranks unboxing. They're worth €850. Check out that video and you can win them.
I want to say them. I'm going to enter.
You can't win. The Trans-Provence Enduro stage race took place last week and your old teammate took the win.
Yeah, multi-day stage race starting right in the Alps all the way down to the sea. 6 days of tough racing. Nicolau did take the win, but he is known as the King of Blind for one reason.
In second was Francois Bailey-Maitre and third was Gustav Wilderhaber.
Yeah, Francois was not far behind though, only 30 seconds.
Yeah, after 6 days racing, that was pretty full on. In the women's, it was super close. Anita Gehrig took the win in 12 seconds over Ines Thomas. The Marathon Cross-Country World Champs took place in France at the weekend. Crazy race again, 4 hours the men took to finish this race. Thiago Ferreira took the win over Alban Licata.
And in the women's, it was Yolanda Neff, and this was a really big surprise to her. On her Facebook page, she actually put up a post afterwards thinking that she'd ridden around the whole way in second place and got to the finish and she'd actually won it. But this weekend, Neil, is the cross-country mountain bike world championship. It's a big one.
Yeah.
Should we get that board down?
Let's do it.
I'm gonna go, I think, for Nino Schurter in the men's. Caught up with him when I was in the Lenzerheide Scott launch. He's looking fit, fast, brand new bike, and I think Yolanda Neff in the women's as well.
I'm going to be really boring and go for the same two people. Martin's not here, so he doesn't get a go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he still going to stick with Aaron Gwynn and Manning Carpenter?
Yeah. He's not very good at this, Martin.
Yeah. Other contenders this weekend could of course be France's Julian Absalon, and in the women's it's got to be Hanneke Landvaart. I think she's got to be a hot favourite for the women's.
Potentially, yeah, can't wait to see.
Yeah, it's going to be a good race.
Top comments on the channel this week.
My one comes from my 6 things that you should do before you pre-ride, and it's from Torrance Redditch, and he says, I found a pack of Twizzlers in my downstairs vending machine. Lo and behold, it had 58 grams of carbohydrates. Maybe only be able to ride for 58 minutes. And that's in reference to my joke that you have to have 60 to 80 grams of carbohydrates every time that you go riding for more than an hour. You're probably thinking that I'd forgotten about my 60 to 80 grams of carbohydrates.
Phil Adams commented on the robot bike that I was looking at, the 3D printed bike, and he said, what sort of weight are we talking? Tom Rafter replied, he just said you have to wait 48 hours for each lug.
I get it.
On to the caption contest.
Let's not get too politically heavy, but the winner is quite a good one.
Yeah.
It's from Jack,
Who says, Martin Ashton leaving the EU in style. We did. Well, we have.
and he's actually in America on holiday as well, so.
Yeah. This week's photo is a picture of Dan Lloyd looking quite resplendent, sat astride my Scott Genius LT. Leave your comments down below for a chance to win a t-shirt.
I'm looking forward to seeing what we get, because it's just that leg spread that really gets me. He just looks so ridiculous on it.
What can you say?
Yeah. Tech of the week.
Yeah, let's kick it off with this new Bluetooth speaker from Necksound. Check this out, it's a Kickstarter project, and it's like a speaker that you wear around your neck like a necklace, and it's designed so you can do your sports, ride bikes, run, whatever, and listen to music at the same time. What do we think about this?
It's kind of a cool idea, isn't it? I mean, the best part of it is you can actually hear traffic behind you. You can still absorb the wilderness, I guess, if you like,
Yeah.
but you've also got some music playing at the same time.
Yeah, it's definitely, I don't know, I have tried riding my mountain bike with earphones in. I listened to AC/DC and rode at Leger, fell off on the first corner, try and go to
In your race run?
No, this was just out riding. So I'm not that into it myself, to be honest. I love music, but I sort of...
That does pose sort of a question about, do you listen to music when you go out riding though, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. On the road bike, I don't. It doesn't feel safe having earbuds in. So that's where this is sort of designed for that use. Who knows?
On my road bike, I tend to wear just a single earbud and listen to some music, but not always. On my mountain bike, I sometimes quite like it and just zone out completely. And of course, you do see a lot of the World Cup riders before they start their race. They've got the turbo trainers there and they've got the music just to amp them up and get ready for racing.
Yeah, definitely. Let us know in the comments down below, do you ride with earphones in?
Other tech news this week is that Smith have actually launched a new helmet range. This is seen as their performance series. So if your everyday rider can actually get out and use these, and they use that same principle, like the helmets that we wear as well.
Yeah, they've got this Coroid technology that if you see in this forefront helmet, but their sort of styling's a lot different on the new helmets. I actually really like the look of them, sort of more mellow. I really like them, very cool.
For your everyday use, as you said, and they're also available in MIPS, like what we use as well. So you've got that extra coverage, and you've also got, if you have a crash, it's actually going to protect your brain a little bit more.
Shout outs.
I'm going to kick it off with this one from Matt Hunter. It's part of that specialised riding series. They go out to Jamaica, and to be honest, it was just a really good feel-good video. You got some great vibes. He wanted to go riding in Jamaica, and he was inspiring a bunch of kids to get out riding.
I'd love to go to Jamaica. They did that Fat Tyre Festival. Looks like a lot of fun, mellow riding.
Fat tyre, fat bikes?
No, I think Fat Tyre's normal bikes, but I'll take the fat bike, yeah. And I'm going to throw to this trailer of the loop of doing Matt McDuff. We've talked about this a few times. This shows the moment it all went wrong on that whopping great loop.
That crash.
And Matt's getting back to health now, but he got some pretty bad injuries from this, actually, didn't he?
And this week, Neil, I'm going to take Martin's one.
Bonus.
Indeed. It's Ben Walker. He's a Vancouver local. He moves up to Whistler in the summer to ride his bike in the bike park train. He wants to be a racer, and he's had some great results. So check it out. He is absolutely shredding on his bike.
Instabangerz.
I'm going to throw it to Via Brick. She's a Canadian. She's actually from the east coast of Canada, but lives in Vancouver, and she just put out a really cool edit. She's a girl who can absolutely shred on a Rocky Mountain bike, and she's killing it. So check it out. Some great pictures, and she races a few of the World Cups as well.
The account I'm going to throw to is Mike Hall, the guy who just set the record at the Tour Divide. Check out some pretty cool pictures of him riding his bike in the wilderness. His account's called Couldn't Get Mike. It's time to get into the bike vault. Let's check out this week's bike.
Did you bring the donuts this week?
No, maybe not.
Well, let's get in anyway. Right.
Let's kick it off. This one comes from Chile, Alexis Gonzalez. Love the bike.
Yeah, it's got my name on it, and he's at the beach. I'm going to give that one a nice.
Let's give that a nice. Phil Spencer.
Riding with his dog, dogs who ride.
Super nice mutt. Nice bike. For the dog. Renee in Cologne. Look at that. It's a Bulls. I think that must be the first Bulls appearance.
Early morning ride, I'd say that. The fog's just setting in. Nice setting.
Yeah, let's give that a nice.
Yeah, close to super nice, though.
Martin from Wrexham. That's not far from where I live, actually, Martin. That's cool. Really like that. Nice setting for the bike as well.
Almost a super nice again. Come on, it's got to be coming.
Wow. Felipe Madeira. The Algarve, Portugal.
Super nice. That gets a super nice for me. The background, the setting, the cliffs.
It's the bike we should be looking at here, Scott.
I'm looking at for an overall picture. Super nice for me.
I bet the Algarve is good as well. I've been there on a surf trip. I bet there's some awesome riding over there. Remy Carnival. This is Annecy, Lake Annecy. I like that. Old Santa Cruz Nomad.
26-inch wheels, still rocking it. 26-inch ain't dead.
It ain't. Nice. Seb Godsmark, Isle of Wight, another dog in the bike vault this week.
I think, come on, that deserves a super nice, doesn't it? Good setting, dog,
Nice one,
well
Seb.
positioned.
Super nice. Ben, Santa Monica Mountains.
He's gone all out for this one for us. He's got the sunset, he's got the nice setting, the bike's positioned well against that post. That's a super nice for me.
Yeah, I actually love the graphics on that Da Vinci. It's a cool bike. Bright Ong, this is Malaysia.
A lot of accessories going on.
I know what, I can't work out what that is on his stem. Is that like a speaker?
It kind of looks like an umbrella, but I don't know what would be sheltering.
I think it might be a speaker. Whopping great saddlebag, so I'm afraid that's just a nice.
Yeah, it's close to super nice. I'd love to ride in Malaysia as well. It looks pretty cool.
Francesco, Switzerland, Blenheim Valley.
That for me gets a super nice.
Super
It's got a
nice.
Swiss flag there as well.
Yeah, very cool. Mirren, I like that bike. That
Dual
looks like a
slalom
fun
bike,
bike to
yeah.
me. Yeah, I'll give that a super nice as well. Well done, Mirren. Last one, this one comes in from Himanshu Shanshi. What do you reckon? That's an old Specialized big hit.
Yeah, you don't see many of them. It looks like it's got 26-inch front and rear. Do you remember they had 24-inch rear as well a long time ago?
Yeah, where is that? It looks like maybe like Nepal or India or somewhere. Massive mountains in the background.
Real rocky. I bet there's some great trails there. I'm going to give it a nice so for me. Oh, there's a bonus.
There is a bonus, because I put this one in because I love this one. This is Renee. Check that out. It's an old, it's not, it's a brand new Fat Chance bike. They're around in the 90s. This is a sort of reincarnation. I love that. It's cool.
Yeah, I'll give that one a nice.
I'll give that super nice. And that's it. This week's Bike Vault. Keep sending your bikes to us. We love seeing them. Send them to dirtshed@gmbn.com.
And maybe you'll make it next week.
Trail the pin.
It's time to pin the trail. You guys send us some riding videos of you out riding on the trails, and we put them on the map right here. It's getting pretty cool these days.
Yeah, the first one comes from Taylor Wall, and it is the San Rafael Swell area, Little Grand Canyon Loop, Utah.
Oh, I'd like to go there.
It actually looks like the Grand Canyon, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does a little bit. Riding right on that cliff edge.
It's very exposed, isn't it?
Yeah, you would not want to fall down to your left-hand side. That would be nasty. As you might have seen in my 7 wet weather riding hacks, they won't be any use to you.
Get it in the map, Scott.
All right, okay. There's a couple already there, but I'll add it in next. What we got next, Neil? What have you got for me?
Next one comes from Gerardo Calderon, and this is the city of Alusi in Ecuador.
I think, looking at the map, this might be our first one from Ecuador.
Yeah, I think we've had a few from South America recently, but nothing from Ecuador. It's sort of, this looks kind of like a street race in parts, and then there's a lot of stuff. That's really fast, wide open.
Really exposed as well, rocky sections. That looks a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's got a number plate on the front. Look how rocky that is. That is crazy. He's going really well down there.
Yeah.
Rides really fast.
Yeah, that looks, there's some big mountains looking down the valley though, isn't there? Like, you can see that cloud just sitting there.
Yeah, this is, oh, I see some locals there in their sort of dresses. Whoa, crash.
And he's down.
Get back on it.
Yeah. Oh, he's got up pretty quick.
I love this one. Looks really high altitude. Cheers for sending that in.
Right, I'll pop that one in the map. First one for Ecuador. And Neil, where would you like to see some pins from?
I reckon, yeah, more from South America, Argentina.
Yeah,
Paraguay.
Argentina would be cool. Tell you what, I'm actually going to Whistler in a few weeks. I'd like to see a few from Vancouver sort of area, get an idea for what I could be riding. And if anyone's got any tips, then let us know. Hawks on board, Jez.
Tom Nancaro sent this one in. Riding an urban downhill in Cornwall, his chain kept coming off. So he made a chain guide out of cardboard, zip ties, and a roll of duct tape.
All the best hacks, let's face it, and bodges come with using some zip ties. They're a solution for everything, I feel.
He said it worked. It's not the prettiest looking chain device I've ever seen, but nice.
Short-term solution, short-term solution.
I'll call that bodge. Let's call that bodge. I call this one a hack. Charlie Wilson used a bit of duct tape, again, to put a little mark on the bottom of his fork so he knows where he's got his rebound set.
You can also actually just count the clicks, so that's the other option.
True like that. You need to be able to count to do that, and you need to be able to remember that.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you can always write down your notes. Pro tip right there.
Very pro. Okay, Thomas Klockner has got this one sent this one in from Slovakia. His front axle broke, another one. Zip ties, and Allen Key has made his own sort of axle.
Yeah, great week of zip tie hacks and bodges.
I think the best thing about this is his slippers in that final picture.
Yeah, the pink ones, they're pretty pimp.
Awesome. Love those hacks and bodges.
Keep sending them in to dirtshed@gmbn.com.
Coming up this week on the Global Mountain Bike Network.
We've got a pretty good week, I feel, actually, for you guys. You might have seen the post of me and Jackson Goldstone us checking out his bikes. On Saturday, we've got a pro bike check with him and a small interview. It's a great one for smaller riders out there. Maybe want some tips to get the bike set up.
26-inch wheels?
24-inch wheels.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's tiny. He's only 12, and he is an absolute ripper.
He is, yeah. Go on.
Sunday, we've actually got a full suspension versus hardtail. I took two brand new Scott, the Scale and the Spark, put them to test on the Lens Height Cross Country World course, and well, you have to wait and see who won.
Ah, well, you won. You did both of them, but what was faster?
Yeah, what was faster?
And on Monday, it's how to service your fork lowers, and on Tuesday, it's top 7 bolts you could easily forget when checking your bike.
On Wednesday, it's how to coaster wheelie.
Yeah, that was good fun, like doing that one.
Yeah.
And on Thursday, it's Ask GMBN, where we answer all your questions.
And on Friday, Neil, what is it? Come on, tell me what it is on Friday.
It's the Dirt Shed Show.
Now we're back in the shed.
That's it for another Dirt Shed Show.
Oh, another great show, I feel.
If you haven't given our Facebook page a like, why not? Do it. We quite often do Facebook Lives. We've done one this week, and hopefully we'll do one again next week.
You can ask us questions, or just have a bit of banter with us and have a laugh.
If you want to see more videos whilst you're here, you can click up there for how to set your suspension up for grip.
Or you can click down there and you're going to get the 7 wet weather riding hacks.
Give us a thumb up like if you've enjoyed Dirt Shed Show.
Click on the globe to subscribe, and why not check out the shop as well and get some goodies and swag.